Stacy is a singer. She loves to sing. She is in a band. She sings in the band. She is the lead singer. Sometimes she plays the piano. Chad is Stacy's boyfriend. He is also in the band. He stands next to Stacy. He plays the electric guitar. Sometimes Chad sings with Stacy. Dean is Chad and Stacy's friend. He is also in the band. He stands next to Chad. He plays bass guitar. Dean does not sing. He does not like to sing. The band practices 3 times a week. They mostly perform at nightclubs. Sometimes they sing at weddings. They are a very good band.
Now the children are at school. Amy is sewing. She is practicing. She is sitting on a bench. She is sitting near Timmy. Timmy is at school too. Timmy is studying. He is sitting behind his desk. He wishes he could play with the other children. John and Susan are also at school. They are playing outside. They are picking flowers for their teacher. John is carrying his hat. Susan is wearing a bonnet. At this moment, Sarah is walking by the door. She is helping the teacher. She is carrying textbooks to the shelf.
Recently, it has snowed in Maria's town. In the last week, it has snowed 3 times. Maria has always loved the snow. She has played in the snow many times before. Maria's dog, Sparky, has never played in the snow. This is Sparky's first snow. He has not felt the cold yet. Maria has just received a new sled for Christmas. She puts on her warm clothes and snow boots. She pulls the sled up the hill. Sparky has run outside with Maria. Sparky has followed Maria up the hill. He feels good. Maria has finally reached the top. She sits on her sled. She rides down the hill. Sparky runs beside the sled. They have finally reached the bottom. Sparky has followed Maria all the way down the hill. Sparky has decided that he likes the snow too.
Jimmy sings with the boys' choir at his church. Jimmy has a good singing voice. He has been singing since he was very young. He has been singing with the boys' choir for the past 3 years. He likes to sing with the choir. Lately, the choir has been practicing many new songs. They have been learning songs for their Christmas performance. They have been practicing 2 hours every day for the last 2 weeks. They have been working very hard.
Last week, Beth baked a cake for Lily's birthday party. Lily wanted a strawberry cake with pink frosting. Beth was happy to bake the cake. First, Beth mixed the ingredients in a big bowl. Next, she poured the cake batter into 4 round baking pans. She put the pans in the oven. Finally, she baked the cakes for 20 minutes. Then, Beth prepared the pink frosting. After the cakes cooled, Beth stacked them and covered them with frosting. Beth wrote Lily's name on top with white frosting. She put 7 candles in the cake. On Sunday, Beth surprised Lily with the strawberry cake. Lily loved her cake. Lily had many gifts for her birthday. But Lily said her cake was the best gift of them all.
Last night at 7 o'clock, Nate was taking pictures of birds. He was walking through the city park when he saw a fire. An old, empty building near the park was on fire. Nate pulled out his camera. He was taking pictures of the fire when the fire trucks pulled up. The firefighters jumped out. They hooked up their hoses. While they were fighting the fire, Nate was taking more pictures. The firefighters were fighting the fire and Nate was taking pictures when the rain started. The rain helped put the fire out. The firefighters were clapping and Nate was cheering. The fire was finally out.
I had never seen such beautiful sights before I visited Paris in 2012. I had saved money for 5 years before I booked my trip to Paris. I was very excited. Before my trip to Paris, I had never been out of the United States. When I went to Paris, I spent many days touring the city. The city was big. Sometimes I got lost and asked for directions. I asked for directions in French. That was easy because I had studied French for 2 years before I visited Paris. By the time I left Paris, I had toured many beautiful places. The Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, and Luxembourg Gardens were just a few of the places I saw. Before I visited Paris, I had only seen those places on television.
Lisa slept because she had been feeling very sick. In fact, Lisa had not been feeling well for 3 days. Her mother knew something was strange because Lisa had not been acting normal. She had not been finishing her meals for the past 2 days. She had not even been playing with her friends. The doctor visited Lisa. He had been visiting many children since the sickness arrived. He examined Lisa. He gave Lisa medicine. He talked to Lisa's mother. Lisa's mother had been praying for a week when Lisa woke up. Lisa looked much better. She did not feel sick anymore. Everyone was happy that Lisa was better.
On Saturday, Katie will be 1 year old. Katie's parents are going to have a birthday party. The party is going to begin at noon on Saturday. Many people will be at the party. Katie will have so much fun. Katie's dad is going to cook hamburgers. Katie's grandmother is going to bring ice cream. Katie's aunt is going to bake a cake. It will be a chocolate cake. Katie will love her cake. All of Katie's relatives will bring presents. Katie is going to open her presents after lunch. Then, everyone will eat cake and ice cream. Katie is going to have a good first birthday.
Sir Thomas is going to be arriving at 3 o'clock today. When Sir Thomas arrives, the servants will be waiting. Young Charlie will also be waiting at the door. When Sir Thomas walks into the house, most of the servants are going to be bowing. One servant will be parking the car. Others are going to be preparing dinner. Charlie is going to be carrying Sir Thomas's suitcase into the house.
Tyler and William are paddling their canoe down the river. They are traveling a long distance through trees and canyons. They will have paddled for many miles by the time they arrive at their destination. They are going to have been gone for 2 weeks by the time they finish their trip. They are going to have seen many sights by the time their trip is completed. They probably will have seen many wild animals. They will have eaten many fish. They will not have seen many other people by the end of their trip.
Everyone is at church. They are listening to the minister. By the time the minister finishes his sermon, the people will have been listening to him preach for over an hour. They will have been sitting on the hard pews for over an hour. The minister is giving the sermon. It is a long sermon. He will have been talking for over an hour by the time he finishes. He will have been standing behind the pulpit for over an hour.
Learn English with native speakers. English Free Channel.